Nico, heading down to Mousehole again on Monday. We all really enjoyed our time down there last season, and hopefully we can do so again this time around.
Yeah, I can't believe it's been a year already. Obviously, we're now back in the swing of things in pre-season. That'll be our third game. They treated us so well. They were very welcoming. The pitch is always excellent. Billy Jacker, who's just recently been put in as chairman there as well, so I don't think there's many chairman grounds people that are knocking about, but Billy does an amazing job on the pitch there, and we really enjoyed it. So it's the first day of 3 nights down there where we're going to use it for some training, for some team building, and to kind of, I suppose, crack on and develop in our pre-season.
It's such a professional setup as well, considering the level they're at. I think it became pretty clear from when we were there last year that it was somewhere we wanted to go back to.
Yeah, obviously I've got a relationship with them from my time there as kind of player manager, and I always enjoy going back. But the most important thing, as always, is going to be the preparation for the players here, and to be able to go and work on that pitch, to be able to get away and break up the pre-season. It's pre-season's 7 or 8 weeks long this time around. It's a lot of work that they put in. It's a lot of physical work. And it can be a little bit monotonous. You're in here, you're doing double sessions every day. So to be able to go away, to be able to take in, we're going to a couple of other places in Cornwall this time. We've got a few bits lined up for the players that they may or may not know about, which will test them one way or another. I think it's big for our preparation. It's about halfway through pre-season then, and that it allows us to go into the following week really ready to crack on and build up into the Rotherham game.
What can you tell us then about the week that the players will be getting involved in, if you can't necessarily share the surprises?
Yeah, there'll be obviously they have the game, which is the most important thing on the Monday. On the Tuesday there'll be a social element to it where we'll have some bits lined up for them to kind of share a little bit about themselves and just get to know each other with the new players particularly. Wednesday there'll be an event or an activity that might get them outside of the comfort zone, which I think is important at this stage of the season, because I can guarantee you things will happen this year going through that kind of long 9-month season that will get us out of our comfort zone. It happened last year, and I've no doubt it'll happen again in some form. So they need to experience that. They need to know they can get through it. There'll be a little bit of work from the psychology side of things. We'll start to get to know each other better and our makeup and how we work. And then they'll get back, and obviously we've then got the Exmouth game on the Thursday night for some of the younger pros. So it's going to be a really busy week with Yeovil on the Friday night as well.
How important are those sort of non-footballing activities in terms of team building and like you said, getting to know each other a little bit more?
I think they're massive, purely because you know what it was like last season. The season starts, it becomes Saturday, Tuesday. If you have any success in any of the cup competitions, it becomes extremely full on, and the days fly by, and you go into kind of business mode where I'll sit here and you'll ask me questions and I'll talk to you about the very next game being the most important thing, and we'll go through that kind of dance as we do. But it's real. That's how it becomes. You're quickly moving on to the next, for better or worse. You might have had a big up because you've won a game. You might have had a big down. You're straight on to what's next. At this stage of the season, it's about putting those foundations in place so that the lads have tested themselves physically, which is obvious in pre-season, tested themselves mentally, got to know and understand each other and what makes each other tick a bit better. Because we become a really tight-knit family over the period of the season, and we spend a lot of time with each other, and it's important that we've tested those boundaries and tested each other in all aspects.
And just finally, we're of course into the Euros final thanks to one of our own, Ollie Watkins. What's your prediction for the final on Sunday?
It's head and heart prediction, I would say. I think Spain have been better than us, and I think they'll be more free, but I think there's also more pressure on them. So I think it'll be tight. I can see it going to extra time, and when it goes to extra time, anything can happen. So that's about as much as you're going to get out of me.
As always. Cheers, Nico.
Cheers.